Hello there, good evening and welcome to another video here tonight. Tonight I'm here up next to Luke's Lane once again, of all places, and I'm sitting on these rather nice seats here. They look like they're seats out of someone's back garden or something. I don't know if you can see much of them on this view I'm showing you here, but there's actually two of them. There's one over here where my bike's parked up, and someone's left like a high-vis waistcoat on there as well. Must have forgot it in a hurry or something, I don't know. But we're just going to have a little look around here, because I didn't feel like going very far tonight because I'm a bit tired, and I think there's some people coming down. That's all we need. Not sure, like, yes he is. Bugger it. Right, so I'm going to cut for now, because it's a Saturday night and the time is precisely 12:35 AM. So anyway, I'll have a look around in a minute when the coast is clear, shall we say, when it's a lot quieter type of thing. Okay, so the people have just passed, so now it's a bit quieter, but unfortunately they went in the door of a house which is just behind us off to the right, sort of somewhere, so you might hear some noises from there, I don't know, but because I'm not too far away, but it's quiet at the minute anyway. All I can hear is the traffic in the distance. So that path goes all the way down to the bit where the pond is and the suicide spot, but I haven't done up this bit, so I thought I'd try up here. So let's have a shot at it then. But it shows that traffic, even though it's miles away, it's pretty, you can still hear it like. Anyway, we'll give it a shot anyway. Is there anyone here with me tonight? Hello? Just going to sit here for the minute and do it. Hello, is there anyone with me here tonight, and do you have a name? You can see there's houses behind us here. You can't see because the trees are lit up too much. It's not showing the houses behind us. If there's anyone here, could you please tell me who you are? As loud as possible, please. I just heard a shout from inside the house there, but just to point that out. Okay, I decided to get up from the seat and I'm going to take a walk down here. I might have to put my front bike light on because I don't want to stand on any slugs or snails, as per usual. I don't like to do that. So I think we're going to, hang on, take a walk over here first, next to these trees. Just taking a walk on the wild side for sure. Hello, is anyone here with me right now, here tonight? My name's Gordon. Is it possible you could tell me your name, please? I'm just going to walk down this path, on the gravel path. It's a bit noisy on your feet on the gravel path, like, but I don't want to go on the grass because there's probably more slugs on here and snails and what have you, you know. There's someone coming up there. I saw something down there. Actually, I better put this front light on because, like I say, because of the slugs. I don't see any so far, to be honest with you. Probably because it's a bit colder tonight, like. It's not freezing, but it's not like dead warm or anything. There's lots of these seats down here, by the way. These wooden benches are very narrow. They're very narrow, but they don't have backs on, unfortunately. But there's some further down that do have backs on. About maybe 4 or 5 of them or something. So that's not too bad. It's better than some places. Some places have hardly any seats. I'll keep stopping every so often and try asking the alternates later. I'm right in front of some more houses. Houses all the way down here, by the way. If there's anyone here that can see me, could you please speak close to these red lights that I'm holding in my hand here? You see these red lights? If you speak to them, or speak next to them, I should be able to hear you speak on this recording. This camera is recording. It can record your voice. So if you could tell me who you are and why you are here, I'd be very grateful. Noises over there, it's Luke's Lane Estate. Sounds like music coming from a car or something. Once again, if there's anyone here, I'm trying to communicate with anyone who I cannot see. Because I must point out I cannot see you. But I am able to record your voice if you speak next to these red lights. This is a camera that can record your voice. But if you don't want to speak, you don't have to, obviously. It's up to you. I'm not going to pressurize you or anything. It's just for anyone who wants to speak. Okay? So don't feel you have to if you don't feel like it. It's entirely up to you. I haven't come here to hassle anybody. I haven't come here to upset anyone. I'm only here to talk politely. So if you want to speak, you can. If you don't feel like, you don't have to. Okay? So I'd like to thank you in advance if you have spoken to me so far, because I can't hear it until I play this recording back. Okay? Now I'm just going to walk further down here. Now this place where these houses are used to be fields, farmers' fields I believe, and I've still got a video on my channel here. It's about Spuggy's Bridge, and it shows the fields as they were back then. I forget what year it was when I shot the video. You can see the fields without all these houses built on them. So if you want to see what this place looked like before the houses were built, I think there's a hedgehog in there or something, in the bush. If you live in one of these houses at the Maples estate, you might be curious to look at this area, how it used to look several years ago. So if you check my video about Spuggy's Bridge, I've got a couple on there or so. I show the area, the field right next to where you go onto the bridge, Spuggy's Bridge, from the housing estate end, before the houses were there. So if you check that video, you'll see this place without any houses, and it was just all fields, like I said. There's someone coming up with a dog, I think, or is it a dog by itself? can it be, surely? I wouldn't have thought a dog would be out by itself at this time of day. Must be the owner, must be several feet down the path behind it, I think. I am not entirely sure. But we'll walk down. Oh, I'll put this light back on. So I'm sure to step on something. And there's often a black cat down here, rolling about on the paths sometimes. Is it a cat? It might be a cat. That's weird. It's a cat. It might be a cat that looks like a dog. That's a strange oddity, isn't it? I could have sworn it was a little white dog, but I think it was a cat. Wow. Look big for a cat, like. Look more like a sheep. No kidding. Right, let's go back to the communication. Once again, if there's anyone here who would like to speak, could you please possibly tell us, start again, could you please possibly tell us your name? Pan around a bit. There's another thing that's good about down here on this path. There's lots of bins. Well, not tons of them, but there's at least 2 or 3 of them or so, something like that. Ooh, holy shit. Getting a vertigo thing happening here. But the bins appear to be full at the minute, and they have been for quite some time. The last few times I was up here they were full as well. So they don't seem to be getting emptied. Unfortunately, not yet. Is it possible you could tell me how old you are if there's someone here? And I have another question. Did you used to live around here somewhere? Do you know why you're here? Now just beyond these bushes here is the big fields behind Luke's Lane Estate, where the Luke's Lane Community Centre, is, and it's like a rugby pitch, I think, and what have you. So we'll go a bit further down here. I think I can see there's nothing on the path without a light here. There's some street lights shining on it. Oh, it's one of the streets to go up to where one of the gardens is in the Maples Estate, right up that street there. In front of us, the view you're looking at now. Even though the street lights on the street over there, this bit's mainly much darker. Not pitch black, but it's certainly a lot darker. But it gets darker as the further you go down this path. That is for sure. I wonder why they didn't put all the seats in this area with backs on, like proper benches, you know, because they don't look too comfortable to me. But I guess any sort of seat's better than no seat. You know what I'm saying? I think there's maybe a cut through into the field down there. I'm not sure. Once again, if there is anyone here with me tonight on this path, can you tell me, do you have any like interests, like hobbies that you like to do, or you did like to do? Anything? Favourite? You got a favourite movie, a favourite film? There's me, I forgot to format my card before I came out. Down to 14.2 gigabytes. Started off at 15 point something. So anyone here got a favourite film? And remember, if you do want us to hear your answers, oh, there's the first slug of the night. Or is it a leaf? Oh, I think it's just a leaf. It looked like a slug in this lighting. If you do want me to hear what you're saying, don't forget, if you can, it's best to talk as close to these red lights as possible in my hand. Okay? Anyone at all that's here, if you've got something that you want us to hear, you say, can you please speak into the red lights now? Like I said, my name's Gordon, and when I play this back, this recording, I'll let you know next time if anyone spoke. If you're here next time when I come up here with the camera running, recording, I'll let you know if I heard you, and I'll ask you further questions based on what you said, if I can hear what you said. If that's fair enough? Is that okay? Okay, I probably would have went up to Wardley again tonight, but if it had been earlier, but I've had a few things I've had to do this evening, so I didn't really have time, and I'm a bit under the weather as well. I think I don't know, I might have something like a cold coming on, I'm not sure, or it could be because of something else, I'm not 100% sure. It's a bit darker in this bit here. There's quite a big gap between the lights here, the street lights, and they don't light the place up fully, and this part is certainly not very well lit up, but I didn't really want any lights, to be honest with you, because I've got my own lights here. I don't need any street lights to light my footage up, you know what I'm saying? Okay, sorry, I have to ask you again because I messed up my lighting conditions there for a minute. Are you a music fan? And do you have a favourite singer or band stroke musical group? Rock band or pop group? Where's your favourite place to go on holiday? If you do go on holiday, or you did go on holiday. Have you got a favourite holiday spot, country? Right, I'm going to walk down here. Maybe I should walk a bit faster. I'm just concerned about standing on snails and slugs, that's all. Plus I'm trying to stay a bit quiet, like. Just in case anyone says anything. Is there anyone here with me that would like to say something about certain things that's going on every day and night around me? Anything you got to say about that situation? Here's your opportunity to say. Is there anybody here that stays in any of these houses or visits these houses that are here now? And please don't forget to talk next to the red lights, if you can, please. Do you go in any of these houses to stay with the families or watch television with them or movies or anything? I'm actually surprised I haven't run into any cats yet, but I think I saw one down there, but I haven't come across one like right in front of us or anything yet. I'm just going to speed up a bit because I don't know how long I'm recording for here. I don't know what time I started, I forgot. Go further down here. And here's another bin coming up here. You can see the bin there. Once again, chock-a-block full. So we're coming to a little sort of playground area here. It's just got a few odds and ends in. It's nothing major, it's not like a big playground, it's just in the middle of the street like. So here is what looks like some sort of climbing frame thing with ropes. I think you're meant to climb across those ropes. I think. I just thought, you see these little bush tree things in front of the climbing frame thing? When they get bigger, I don't know how big they grow, they could cause complications for this climbing frame unless they keep them trimmed, but I think them trees might grow quite big over the years, you know. You never know. I know what this one's for. I think you've got to walk across this thing here. Right, I'm going to ask a question that I often ask here, just to test things. Is there anyone here who can read what it says on the front of my hat? Once again, can you read what it says on the front of my hat? And thank you very much if you did answer there. I really appreciate it. The rest of the playground's further down here. It's all made of wood. There's nothing metal. There may be metal bits on, but the structures themselves are made of wood. So well, this bit I'm coming up to now is absolutely pitch black and there's no lights at all, because this is the bit that leads down to the where the pond is, and what I call the suicide spot, alleged suicide spot. And here's some better seats. There's another climbing sort of thing here. I don't know what you call it. It's just poles with like step things on them. I don't know. I suppose you jump from one to the next. It looks a bit dangerous. Like some of these things are. I bet a lot of kids have got injured on these. Don't look too like safe for tripping and falling off and stuff, you know. But there's grass. You probably just fall in the grass, but some of it's pretty hard, like compared to the playgrounds where they have like a soft landing underneath, you know. Actually, there's just one bench here. This one, and the rest have got no backs on. Well, this one hasn't. Is there anyone here that has any interest in this playground at all? What's your verdict on this playground? If you had to rate it out of 10, how many would you give it? If you had to review the playground, how many stars would you give it out of 10? Or 10 points? Out of 10 points, how many points would you give it? This is pretty much the same as the one up back there, like for climbing across or something. I'm bound to stand on a snail in a minute, like, so I'm going to be light on, but and I'm going to have a sit down in a second again. Because apparently communication these days, when you're out by yourself in the dark, it's kind of almost like frowned upon by certain spirits, it would seem. It's crazy, but you know. So I'll have a sit over here. There's another seat without a back on it here, and there's a better one here. So I'll sit on this one. Yes, I'll sit on this one. Is there anyone here that wants to join me on this seat for a sit down? Just checking. Because there's plenty of room, look. As you can see, there's nobody on it at the minute that I can tell anyway. Okay, so I'm once again having a sit down. It's hard work this, you know. I tell you, you don't realise how much hard work this actually is, you know. Doing this sort of stuff when you're by yourself out in the dark. So the good thing about tonight though is it's not windy so far anyway, because the wind can cause a lot of problems when you're trying to listen for things and record things, you know. So yeah, I don't know if this path was always here even before the houses were here. I guess maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, I'm not sure. Does anyone know? Was this path here before the Maples estate was built? This path that goes across behind the fields behind Luke's Lane, the playing fields, football fields, rugby fields, wherever they are. By the way, that reminds me, the houses on the outer side of just saw something move over there. I don't know what that was. Was it on the house or the tree? I thought I saw something move, but I don't know what it was. It's not windy. There's no bird there. There's nobody at the windows. There's no lights on. I don't know what that was anyway. That'll forever remain a mystery, I think. Unless my eyes are playing tricks on us. As I was saying, there's some houses down there on the outside of Luke's Lane. My cousin David and Auntie Isabel used to live in one of those houses, and I did sort of an investigation stroke EVP communication thing outside the back gate pointing into the garden. They don't live there anymore because they all passed away, unfortunately. But I haven't uploaded it because I've lost the bloody thing. I don't know where I've put it. I've lost the videos that I made a while ago. Sometimes you shoot that many, you sort of misplace them, you know, some of them. So I'll have to try and dig that one out and put it up, type of thing. Right. So anyway, I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so I'm now further down the path and it's absolutely pitch black down here. I mean, there's some lights over there in the distance where the houses are, and this bit here beyond these bushes I think is like a swamp or a marsh. I'm not sure, because I don't think you can go in there. You could drown. Could end up like being like a scene out of that film Neighbours with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. If you've ever seen that film, it's a pretty good film. It's very underrated. I think it was a bit of a flop when it came out in 1980, 81 or somewhere around that. Yeah, anyway, let's get back to what we're here for. Seeing if there's anyone here. So let's find out again. I'll try to. Is there anyone here on this path with me right now at this present moment? Once again, don't forget to speak next to these red lights if you can on my camera, because other than that I probably won't be to hear you unless somehow I hear you speak out loud, but it doesn't happen too often. But like I said earlier up there, this camera, even though I might not hear what you say at the time, the camera can record your voice if you speak next to the red lights. I know it sounds a bit strange, but it does work. And I don't know why it works like that, but that's how it works. So loud as possible, if there is anyone here, can you please shout out your full name? I don't know if you can see the pylon over there. Can anyone see that pylon up there, over there? They're massive, these pylons, aren't they? Now it is possible, maybe, that these electric pylon things could provide some energy for any one that happens to be here to feed off, to speak. Is there anyone here who knows how to knock on things to let us know if you're here? Can you do a physical knock, possibly on that seat or on the bike? Like a knock knock or something. I'd be very grateful. That way it will tell me if you are here, because I can't see you, you see. Anyone able to knock? Possibly? Only if you want to. I'm not putting any pressure on you or anything. Just asking, that's all. Well, if you can't knock, that's okay. I understand, it's fine. But I'm going to have to go in a minute. Back home. Where I came from in the first place. Because, well, my video, I don't want to shoot it too long, I don't want it to go on for too long. So, anyway, so I'd just like to thank anyone who did speak to me tonight. I'd like to thank you very much for being polite and friendly. Okay? I really appreciate it, I'm very thankful for that. And I mean that. And like I say, just to reassure anyone, I'm not here to upset you. I'm not here to make you, uncomfortable or anything, and hopefully I didn't. So thanks very much, and I wish you all a very good night, okay? And thanks for listening to me rabbit on, okay? I appreciate it very much. Well, the cat's not here tonight, that's for sure. There's usually a black cat on this path. It's here quite a few nights in a row, actually. It's not really that scared of you when you come along, because I came along this path one night in the dark and I didn't know it was there actually at first. It was just lying on the side of the path about 3 or 4 foot away from us, and I didn't notice it at first. I suddenly noticed, oh bloody hell, there's a cat there. It's just rolling about and stuff, getting mucky in the dust, Anyway, so like I say, I'm going to wrap this video up now here at Luke's Lane in the dark by myself on a Saturday night, and the time is, let's have a look, I'll put my light on because I can't see, it's that dark. The time is 21 minutes past 1 AM. 21 minutes past 1 AM. So yes, so for anyone watching this video, if you did hear anything, answer me. Or you did hear anyone, rather, answer me. And if you made out what they said. And I must point out, you must use headphones if you've got a pair of headphones. Obviously, I understand if you haven't got a pair, you can't listen on headphones. But if you do own a pair of headphones, I highly recommend to listen on the headphones when you watch my video. Because that way, if you turn the volume up as loud as you can without, hurting your ears when I speak, you might be able to hear something if there's anyone speaking on the video. I can't guarantee if anyone did or they didn't, because that's not up to me. All I can do is ask. And it's up to them if they want to speak or not. And it also depends on lots of things, whether the camera picks it up or not. Often it does pick things up, but maybe some spots I go to you don't get much or anything. But I must point out, a lot of the times I go out at night, no matter where I am, I usually pick something up, one or two voices. And I don't always have to ask them questions either. Some of them just say things to you when you're outside in the dark, with the camera. So I can't always make them out myself what they said, but some of them I can, quite a few of them actually. But obviously if you're next to a busy road and they're speaking, or it's windy, obviously it's harder to hear what they say. And it depends how loud the voice comes through as well, of course. So yeah. So I'm doing my famous David Bellamy shot here. Just kidding. Well, it's kind of like a David Bellamy shot, isn't it? In the undergrowth, or a David Attenborough or something. Here we are at Luke's Lane on a Saturday night, next to where the common house cat usually rolls around in the gravel and the dust. But for some reason, that said house cat is not here tonight. So where the bloody hell is he? That's what I like to know. Or she. I think it's a she actually. But it might not be. He might be just very effeminate. I don't know. It's hard to tell, isn't it? It's hard to tell with cats, whether he's or she's, you know what I'm saying? Okay, then I better wrap it up. Because I'll be curing lots of people's insomnia here on this video once again. Okay, so I'd just like to thank you very much. Don't forget to wear your headphones if you've got some. And get back to us if you heard any sounds or voices on here that were unusual and you knew they weren't me. Okay? I'd really appreciate that, because nobody seems to tell us much these days, and the ones that did seem to have hopped it. Just sod's law, man. Sod's law. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to give us a little like if you enjoyed any of this video here tonight at Luke's Lane, next to the Maples Estate. And I really appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see some more videos from me in the future. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Everyone says that, I know. But I guess it's best to say it just in case some people forget if they plan on doing it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So thanks very much, and I wish you all a fond farewell and a very good night. So bye for now. Ta-ra now.